It's 5 a.m. and this is WKYT This Morning. Federal investigators are trying to figure out what caused Republican vice presidential candidate Mike Pence's plane to skid off a runway. We'll have the latest on the investigation coming right up.
Also ahead on WKYT This Morning, 3 people are behind bars in Laurel County after investigators make a big meth bust. Those details are coming up.
And we'll have some tips from police on how to make sure that your kids are safe on this Halloween. We'll have that and your Kentucky weekend forecast, all coming up on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Kentucky mornings start right here on WKYT. It's so good to have you with us today. I'm Andrea Walker.
And I'm Bill Bryant. A bit of fog out there this morning after a bit of rain that we had yesterday. So it kind of follows up here on Friday, October 28th. Meteorologist Micah Harris is on duty. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. And we talked about it all week long, that you just weren't going to get much out of that system yesterday. And yesterday, most of us, if you did pick up rain, it's about 1/10 of an inch or less. I mean, a couple of us actually got a little bit higher, maybe around 2/10, but that's about it. I mean, it was a very weak system. What it did was brings us a chill in the air. So we're walking outside this morning, holding on to those temperatures. Kind of depends on where you live, though. It's 40 degrees right now in Frankfort, but it's 54 in Harlan down in southeastern Kentucky. So there are some chilly spots. However, there are some spots that aren't so bad. We get into your afternoon at 67 degrees. Focus of the forecast is not so much today. It's about your weekend and off into Halloween. There's absolutely nothing scary about the forecast. You will absolutely love it. I'm going to get into that, show you trick-or-treating times, what the temperatures are at that time, and if we have any chance of rain. That's coming up.
Right. We may be living on borrowed weather, but it sure is nice.
I'm enjoying it. No
right.
complaints here. Well, new this morning, the NTSB will begin investigating what caused a plane carrying Republican vice presidential nominee Mike Pence to skid off the runway.
The accident happened last night as the aircraft was landing at New York's LaGuardia Airport in heavy rain. Brooks Silva Braga has the story.
The Boeing 737 that carried Republican vice presidential nominee Mike Pence remains in the grass off the runway at LaGuardia Airport this morning, the spot where it ended up after coming dangerously close to a major New York City highway.
It was relatively close to the Grand Central. It would have been hundreds of feet away if I had to guess.
We have a emergency in the airport. Exchange at 3452. We're getting help for you.
Port Authority officials say the aircraft overshot the runway after a hard landing in heavy rain.
I looked up and I saw this Trump-Pence plane making a noise, screeching, and it came to a stop right here.
Alan He has been following Governor Pence on the campaign trail for CBS News and was on the plane at the time.
We hit the ground with a big thump, followed by a series of bumps, and then you could smell rubber in the cabin.
Everyone on board, including Governor Pence, his family, and more than 30 others were unharmed. Authorities say arrestor beds at the end of the runway slowed the plane down and may have saved lives.
Approximately 80 arrestor beds were destroyed. The arrestor beds served their purpose tonight.
Republican nominee Donald Trump called his running mate from the battleground state of Ohio.
I just spoke to our future vice president, and he's okay.
Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton tweeted, "Glad to hear Mike Pence, his staff, Secret Service, and the crew are all safe." Governor Pence also took to social media to thank first responders. Brooks Silva Braga for CBS News, New York.
A committee formed by Democrats here in Kentucky to investigate Republican Governor Matt Bevin will be meeting today. But 2 state transportation cabinet employees invited to testify won't be there. Attorneys for the Bevin administration sent committee chair, State Representative Jim Wayne, a letter refusing to make those employees available. House Speaker Greg Stumbo appointed the commission. Its members are investigating if the governor delayed a road project in Jessamine County as a political vendetta. We're tracking a story out of North Dakota this morning. More people have been arrested after a protest.
They're protesting the Dakota Access Pipeline. A big controversy there. Our Michelle Chamberlain is at our WKYT Alert Desk this morning with the details.
For nearly 6 hours, hundreds of armed soldiers and police faced off with hundreds of people protesting the oil pipeline being built. Now, protesters have been camping on private land for months. Police fired beanbags and pepper spray to force the protesters to leave. No serious injuries were reported, and at least 141 people were arrested, including a woman police say fired shots at them. The protesters had been camping on land owned by an energy company that blocked construction of the 1,200-mile pipeline that would carry crude oil from North Dakota to Illinois. Now, the pipeline's route skirts a nearby reservation. Native Americans who live there worry the pipeline will endanger their water supplies. They say if there was ever a leak, it would pollute a tribal lifeline that also provides drinking water to 18 million Americans downstream. Andrea, Bill.
All right, thank you, Michelle.
The search for human remains continues this weekend at the Kentucky River.
Lexington police and firefighters will again search around the Valley View Ferry tomorrow. WKYT's Lauren Miner is live in Lexington now with more on that search, the changes it will cause. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Bill. Well, as you just said, Lexington police say they will return to that area tomorrow to continue their search for human remains. Emergency crews first spotted the bones on Saturday during a training exercise for the fire department. While they were removing vehicles from the river, one of the cars split in half, and investigators found bones caught in the half that was retrieved. Investigators say they are not sure if the bones were in the vehicle or if they were just washed down the river. Both police and fire responders were out at the Valley View Ferry on Wednesday morning to further the search area. Lexington firefighters discovered several vehicles in that area of the river about a year ago while searching for another body. Fayette County Coroner Gary Ginn says while there is still a lot to be done in this investigation, he does believe the remains found in the river are human. He also says since the remains have been in the river for such a long time, it may be difficult for them to find DNA. It is also important to mention that the Valley View Ferry will be closed tomorrow for the search. Reporting in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Lauren, thanks for the update. Investigators say it is one of the biggest meth busts ever in Laurel County. They found more than 2 pounds of meth at a home near London. Rick Bowling and Michelle Savage are now facing drug trafficking and gun charges. Kenny Jones is charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and public intoxication. Laurel County deputies also say they found $16,000 in cash, as well as pills and marijuana and several guns. They say it's important that they get that meth off the street.
For us to have 2 pounds is just a huge amount. We have taken a lot of crystal meth out of circulation in Laurel County that would have destroyed a lot of lives, and we've taken it off the street.
Investigators say they also put to work their new canine named Edge, who helped uncover some of the stash at the home there. Well, Halloween is nearly here, and police across Kentucky are wanting to make sure that kids stay safe while out there trick-or-treating.
They say there are some precautions parents need to take before their children head out the door. WKYT's Mike Byer is live in Lexington this morning with some tips ahead of Halloween. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Andrea. Halloween is only 3 days away, which is hard to believe. And as you guys just mentioned, police are doing what they can to make sure kids are safe this Halloween when it happens on Monday. Now, police say there are some precautions parents need to take before they take their children and head out the door. As we all know, Halloween is a time where kids get candy from strangers. With that said, several states like Indiana and Ohio have laws prohibiting sex offenders from taking part in Halloween activities, but Kentucky does not have that law. Some parents say that makes trick-or-treating uncomfortable, but Lexington police say so far it hasn't been a problem here. Now, police do have some suggestions for you and your kids this Halloween. First off, police say trick-or-treat at houses that have their lights on. Also, don't let your kids run across the street. And most importantly, know where your kids are at all times. Now, for those of you who are taking the kids trick-or-treating on Monday, we have a list of all the trick-or-treat times in Kentucky by county on WKYT.com. Live in Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, Mike, good advice, thank you. And thousands of people will run in a creepy 5K in downtown Frankfort tonight. The annual Black Cat Chase 5K is this evening.
Sounds fun. The 5K starts at 7 o'clock tonight at the Old State Capitol in downtown Frankfort. It costs $28 to register for the race, and all of that money raised will help families participate in YMCA programs. So a great way to support a good place and, you know, a great outlet for families.
An important cause, and themed runs are always fun.
Always
I don't know why that is, but it's just,
it just makes it a little,
easier.
It
gives you a little something. The Black Cat Run. It sounds so elusive, doesn't it? WKYT this morning, just getting started. It's your Friday.
Still ahead, this might be the car you're looking for. We'll take a closer look at Nissan's new ride based on the upcoming Star Wars movie in about 10 minutes.
Also ahead on WKYT, we're sticking with a Halloween theme this morning, and we're going to take a look at some tiny trick-or-treaters. That's coming up after Micah's forecast.
You can't see her, but Andrea's going, oh my God, they're so cute. 41 degrees there in Lexington. We're at 40 degrees right now in Frankfort. It is a chilly start. Awesome weekend. I'm going to get into that coming up next.
Now, your zone by zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
It's a pretty nice start to the morning. It is rather chilly in some spots. Some spots actually upper 30s, lower 40s, but then some spots there in the 50s. It was like it was yesterday. I mean, far northern zones were sitting there yesterday at 55 degrees. Far south, we were actually at 72. That's kind of the start for today. Kind of depends on where you are, except it's flip-flop. Now down south, we're actually a little bit warmer in the 50s and then 40s elsewhere as you make your way across the region. We're sitting there with no visibility issues, but let me tell you this, there are some spots here and there that could have some patchy fog that could be very dense. Got to be watching out for that as you're traveling early this morning. Heading out toward the afternoon, obviously that fog will wither away and we'll actually be left with a lot of sunshine today. Beautiful start towards your weekend. There's 67 later on this afternoon. We're typically in the low to mid 60s for an average high, so we are above that. We get well above that toward the weekend. Off towards your evening, I don't see any problems whatsoever. Keeneland today will be really nice. Remember, we have 2 more days left for the fall meet. Today looks really, really nice, and then we head towards your Saturday. Just a great last day. I mean, it is the last day of Keeneland, but you can't ask for better weather than this. 78 degrees. We stay dry. It's just one of those days you can pretty much put on any outfit. If you've been saving that outfit, that last one, you can put on any outfit for that. 78 degrees, it's right there. It's actually perfect for everybody. Let's get into your Sunday. Sunday, then we're talking about get all these events going away. Once those events go away, then we focus our attention there on Halloween. It doesn't matter where you go. If you're heading out to churches for trunk or treats, if you're heading outside just walking around the neighborhoods, anywhere will be just fine. It feels great, looks great. I don't see any problems heading in and out of places or walking around neighborhoods. And the good news here is you have those costumes. You don't want to put coats over them. Sometimes we have to do that. You just cover up the whole thing. But you don't have to do that this year. I mean, it looks really good. It feels mild. Perfect there for our little trick-or-treaters running around town. There are your temperatures across the region. Let's talk about your 7-day forecast, and the breakdown of it is this. 67 today, then we're in the 70s all the way through next week, guys. Thursday, we'll start to see a cold front move on in, but it really doesn't drop it down that. I mean, it drops it down a lot, but that's still at average. When you're at roughly 80 degrees this time of year and you get a cold front come in and it knocks it down 10 to 15 degrees, that's still average.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm just so excited. The weather is perfect this weekend for that thriller parade, all those Halloween activities. We have just lucked out this year.
Huge events. And in lots of our communities out there having all kinds of events. So let's make it all safe.
Thank
and a
you,
good
Micah.
time. That weather works.
I got you. I got you.
Micah said I don't have to wear a coat. Yeah. Right. Okay. Thank you. Oh, it's 5:15 right now. We're getting in the Halloween spirit around here. Obviously, and this next story features costumes for the tiniest of trick-or-treaters.
So sweet. Take a look at these. These tiny babies are ready for Halloween thanks to the March of Dimes. Volunteers gave out handmade costumes to some of the patients in St. Luke's Hospital of Kansas City's NICU. Their parents got to pick the costumes, and photographers took these precious pictures for the families to celebrate early. And each family also got a card that read, "Trick or treat, smell my feet," that included the baby's footprints. How precious. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
All right. They look, obviously they're all in a little bit of a difficult circumstance right now, but that has to help the family, you know, know that you got Superman in there now,
That's right.
Whatever, right? All right, good to have you along on WKYT on this Friday morning, rolling toward that weekend and toward Halloween, and more news is coming up. It's 5:16.
When we come back, we'll take a look at your money.
Welcome back into WKYT this morning. It is coming up on 5:20. Good to have you with us on your Friday. Now might be the perfect time to buy a house with mortgage rates at historic lows.
And one major gas company says it's made a huge discovery. Roxana Sabiri has the latest on your money.
Mortgage rates dropped this week, moving toward historically low levels. Mortgage giant Freddie Mac said on Thursday the average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is now 3.47%. The low rates are drawing more buyers to the market. The National Association of Realtors says the rate of people signing contracts to buy homes rose 1.5% last month. On Wall Street Thursday, the Dow lost 29 points. The Nasdaq slipped 34. ExxonMobil says it has made what it calls a significant discovery off the shores of Nigeria, up to 1 billion barrels of oil. A drop in oil prices and attacks by militants on pipelines have slashed production in the West African country, driving it into recession. And here's a first look at a new Nissan ad based on the Rogue One Star Wars movie. The spot highlights the Nissan Rogue SUV to help promote the upcoming film. The ad shows off the safety features of the car as it confronts all sorts of Star Wars characters, from Imperial stormtroopers to droids. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Roxana Saberi.
All right, well, today might be one of my favorite days of the year because guess what? It is National Chocolate Day.
Oh,
hey,
John's finding that out. Okay, good. We found out early. There are plenty of chocolate-themed holidays throughout the year, but today we celebrate all things chocolate. And it's fitting, of course, that it's right before Halloween. Today also happens to be National Frankenstein Friday. So
bet y'all didn't know any of that, did you?
Right.
Aren't you glad you're here?
Do your best to celebrate both of those.
Yeah, you have a good excuse today.
One's really easy, isn't it? Okay. 5:21 on WKYT this morning. Good morning to you. All of our top stories coming up here in just a little bit as we get you set for the weekend.
And sports is coming up next.
We're in the 30s and 40s early this morning. Unless you are in far southern Kentucky, we're holding on to the 50s. Pretty decent feel down there, but everybody else a little bit chilly this morning as you're walking out and about. 67 degrees by the afternoon. It's one of those mornings the kids going off to the bus stop will need a coat by the afternoon. They can get rid of it. Mostly sunny skies. Actually looks and feels pretty good today. It gets much warmer for the weekend and off into Halloween. Let's check out sports, see what's going on.
The basketball Wildcats have the first of two exhibition games Sunday night as Clarion comes into Rupp Arena. John Calipari said yesterday he expected both Isaac Humphreys and Ty Winyard to play. Both missed last week's blue-white game. Cal is looking for his team to come out and play hard the entire 40 minutes and limit breakdowns.
Just like breakdowns, I think being like complacent, I feel like that's just been kind of a thing every year where like we feel like we'll get a lead or something, we get comfortable, and then the team, catches back up to us, and then it's like we're in a dogfight. So if we can just learn to just bury people when we have them down, then I think that'll be really good for us.
It is UK and Clarion on Sunday from Rupp Arena. Game tips off at 7 o'clock, and you can see it on the SEC network. Now, yesterday, John Calipari touched on the subject of renovating the Joe Kraft Center, the Cats' practice facility. It's now 10 years old. Kentucky just announced plans for a new baseball stadium, and other facilities, including football, have already been updated.
You know, when someone, like you're doing something for a coach, you're not. You're doing it for the kids and the program, for the kids that are coming later. And I think the best thing Mitch has done here is he's invested in these kids. It's the best thing he's done. And he's done it, not only on how we support them, but their facilities they need to compete at the highest level. You give them what they need to compete.
Georgetown at home last night against IU Southeast. Chris Briggs matching wits with Wiley Brown. Second half, the Tigers' Quan Poindexter backs his way in, then shoots the little fadeaway jumper. Poindexter with 18. Highlight for the Grenadiers in transition. Joe Jackson, he's stepping out into the night and stepping up with the big slam. Only a few of you music buffs will get that. 2 of his 16. Georgetown's Trent Gilbert in the corner, fakes the three, misses the three, gets the rebound, and then hits the little up and under floater. Gilbert with 11. G-Town wins 78-63. Yesterday, the Cubs and Indians working out in Wrigley Field, where the World Series resumes tonight, and it'll be Game 3. With word also coming, Cubs' Kyle Schwarber has not been medically cleared to play the outfield due to that knee injury, so he can only pinch hit during the next 3 games. So we'll see what kind of impact that has later on tonight and throughout the weekend. That's a look at sports. Have a great day.